Hi there and welcome to GE13 The Showdown right here at Menara Star in our studio. I'm Ann Edwards. Now some say Pakatan is in for a tough fight in Selangor. Some even say that they may lose to Barisan Nasional. Among the reasons is because of the ongoing water crisis and also Talam's debt recovery scheme undertaken by the opposition Pakatan Rakyat since 2010. But despite all this barrage of criticism that Pakatan puts politics before the interest of the rakyat, the coalition is confident that they will retain Selangor. Right here beside me to give us more and also an insight into this is YB Dato Teng Chang Kim, who is Selangor State Legislative Speaker, also the State Assemblyman for N44 Sungai Pinang. Welcome, YB.
Thank you for inviting me.
What's your take on this? BN has declared its intention, to respect the state from Pakatan Rakyat. How is Pakatan Rakyat facing this challenge?
Well, it is not unusual for Barisan Nasional to boast about themselves. They did it, for instance, in 2008. They were talking about zero oppositions, but in the end, everyone, that is history, that they lost actually quite badly for the first time after 50 years of governance in Selangor. So we are not so worried about that because we have a good track record for 5 years. We have a good report card, and also we have actually conducted a survey to see our performance, to monitor ourselves from time to time, very regular. So
how regular is this survey?
Well, 3 months, every 3 months we will survey, and we improve ourselves. If we are advised that there are some weaknesses in our administrations, and therefore actually we actually keep a very close eye on ourselves. And besides that, we believe that we have done sufficient reform to convince the people that this is a government that they can trust and give us a mandate for the next 5 years.
What does the most recent survey tell us?
Well, recent survey shows that we are actually maintaining the support that we had in 2008, and that shows that we have actually room to further improve. And there's a reason why we are not talking about retaining power in Selangor any further. We are talking about, we are raising the bar. We are talking about winning 2/3 majority of the assembly seat.
Barisan Nasional has stated that they are confident of wresting back the state from Pakatan Rakyat based on a scheme which is winning at least 32 out of the 56 state seats, and this is an increase of 12 seats for UMNO. What's your take on this?
I do not know where are the seats they are talking about, because we have done
coastal areas.
Coastal areas, actually most of the coastal area seats belong to them. So we just have to improve to win another 5% of the votes, then we'll be able to win all the seats. And in the worst case scenario, if they won or maintain the present seats, it doesn't affect us as far as retaining the power of Selangor is concerned. So we are not too worried because I do not think that they have conducted scientific survey, and we have track record, we have 5 years record to compare with their 50 years of record. So we are very confident based on our performance and also on the scientific survey.
Just a win or 2/3?
We are raising the bar. We are talking about 2/3 now.
2/3 majority. You need 38 seats at least.
Yes. Exactly.
Where are you getting these additional seats?
Oh, well, there are some seats. We know that there are those seats that we have won with a very slim majority, and that is all in the coastal. Most of them are in the coastal area. Some of the votes, some of the areas actually we have lost by only within 250 votes. So these areas we have been working very, very hard, and we have a series of welfare program to take care of the low-income group. Majority of them come from this rural area, and even for the urban area, our program, our welfare program, also cover those underprivileged. So we are confident that these are the votes that can help us to win 2/3 majority.
We'll take a short break. We'll come back and find out more about some of the thorny issues that's faced by Pakatan Rakyat in the state of Selangor. Stay with us right here on GE13, The Showdown. And thanks for staying with us right here on GE13, the Showdown. We have been talking to YB Datuk Ting Chang Kim, who is Selangor State Legislative Speaker, also State Assemblyman for N44 Sungai Pinang. Is that your lucky number?
It has not been until recently.
Oh.
Yes.
Because it's 4-4 in.
4-4, and
we know
because
how
I found
Chinese
that
superstition is.
Yes, Obama, he is the 44th President of the United States, so I think that is a lucky number.
So only for the past week, perhaps you
yes, I just
like
discovered
those numbers. Okay, great. Back to what we have been discussing about. Yeah, Barisan Nasional has their own manifesto, separate manifesto for Selangor. What about Pakatan Rakyat?
Well, I haven't seen the Barisan Nasional manifesto for the state, but we are in the process of producing our own. In fact, we are supposed to release our state manifesto before the PR National released theirs. But because
which is when?
That was 2 weeks ago, but because we want to avoid overlapping in certain area, and therefore we hold it, and we are in the process of fine-tuning it.
What are some of the areas that you will be covering in your manifesto? What are some of the pledges that you will be making to the people?
We will further improve our welfare program, and we also instill with it programs to train the school leavers. So we are the whole concept is we are not going to give fish to the people. We are going to teach them how to fish so that they can fish for their lifetime. This is the whole concept. So our welfare program, this will be an improvement to our existing welfare program.
When can we expect to see this manifesto?
We hope that we can get it done before the dissolutions of our assembly.
Right. Okay, another issue or subject, that has actually propped up is that the fact that Malays in Selangor are under siege because of Pakatan Rakyat's multi-ethnic composition and also policy stand. Now, how has Pakatan Rakyat responded to this?
Yeah. Our program is not race-based. We have seen that because of the race-based program that introduced by Barisan Nasional, it has caused a lot of injustices. So we have actually embarked on the different footing, and we have actually showed that it works in Selangor. So all those underprivileged, all those who need our help, they get the assistance, rather than race-based, which is grossly unjust. And Barisan Nasional, of course, they accused especially PKR, is under siege for this program without having a specific one for certain race.
That's right.
But actually, they are actually contradicting themselves. They are talking about one Malaysia. What is one Malaysia if they are talking about these race-based policies? So we are not worried about that because people do feel how our program has benefited them.
Okay, back to these two main thorny issues, the water crisis and also Talam's debt recovery scheme, which has been undertaken since 2010 and has been criticized widely. What is your response?
Well, there's no water crisis in Selangor.
No water crisis?
Yes, we have sufficient waters.
We read it in the papers, it's online, it's in the internet all the time.
Yes, that is created by Barisan Nasional. We do not have a water shortage problem. We do not have a problem of shortage of treated water. The problem is we have a problem of the existing concessionaire do not how to manage it. So we want to buy over. When we give free water 5 years ago, they said it will make Selangor bankrupt. But after 5 years, not only that, we still can continue to give free water, we have managed to increase our reserve. That shows we know how to manage. So we are now saying that now let us manage. So, and we are offering them a very good price. We raised from 5 billion to now 9.57 million to buy over. This is a good offer. They should have just take the money. If they are really doing business, take the money and laugh all the way to bank.
But YB, it sounds like a crisis to me.
Well, there's no crisis. You still have your water supply every day. There's no problem. The only problem that we had is perhaps a few weeks ago in Wangsa Maju, and that was because five pumps in the same place, at the same treatment plant, all broke down at the same time. That shows how poor the pump was maintained by the private company. And that is a good reason for us to say...
Yeah, because we get all kinds of complaints, like the water pressure is very low.
Water pressure is not water crisis. There's water pressure crisis. That is a different matter. It's not the shortage of treated water. No, we have sufficient water. We have more water than we need. We have floods everywhere. So there's no water crisis.
Okay, and Talam?
In Talam, in fact, Talam's debt, we are in the process of getting back all the money. And if you are in a corporate, for bad debt, if you collect, let's say you can recover 20% of bad debt, your boss will be happy. If you recover 50% of the bad debt,
so how many percent now?
The boss will give you all the bonus.
How many percent now?
We are in the process of getting 100% back because in the agreement.
What's the progress so far?
Very good, because we get some land back, and there's a guarantee in the agreement. In the event those land that has been returned to the state government, and upon disposal, it doesn't cover the full sum, then they have still to top up. Right. So we are very sure. And mind you, this is not an easy process to get a corporate to admit that they owe us 392 million.
How has it been for the past 5 years? Just very quickly tell us before we wrap up this show.
It has been a wonderful year, 5 years for us, because we managed to prove within 5 years we have done better than a government that has governed for 50 years. That is impressive.
Thank you so much, YB Datuk Ting Chang Kim, who is Selangor State Legislative Speaker, and we've been talking to him on Pakatan Rakyat in Selangor. I'm Anne Edwards. Thank you so much for joining us on our show. Bye-bye.